going on, Moon Gang? I hope you're having an awesome day. My name is Matt, and this channel is all about stocks, trading, and investing. In this video, I'll be giving you a quick update on the public portfolio. Then I'll be explaining what happened with AMC and GME today. I'll be doing a technical breakdown so we know what price levels to pay attention for tomorrow. And of course, I'll be going over all those fundamental numbers such as the short interest ratio and all of that good jazz. But before we hop into that, if you enjoy this type of stock market content, don't forget to join up with the Moon Gang by hitting the subscribe button. We are very close to 100,000 subscribers, and your help with hitting that milestone would be truly appreciated. Alrighty, let's hop into the video. Before we get into the portfolio, just so you know, AMC closed out the day at $9.18, which was a gain of 14.6%, and GME closed out the day just above $120, which means that it gained 18.3%. So it's not the massive numbers that we were hoping for, but overall, still a pretty good day. Alrighty, just so you know what's going on with the portfolio, right now it is just below $14,000. Today we gained $2,000. You know what they say, 1K a day keeps the Gregs away. Here are my positions. I still have these two call options on GME. Expiration date of this Friday, $100 strike price. As of now, they're up 186%, which is a gain of $4,000. We also have the AMC $9 strike calls. I have 12 of them. Expiration date of mid-March, just so you know. Right now, they're up 51%, a gain of $768. Other than that, I still have the CCIV shares for whatever reason, but the main thing are the AMC shares and the GME shares. The AMC shares, I have 225 of them at a cost basis of $8.85, and then the 18 shares of GME, I have just below 156. I just do this so I can be as transparent as possible. I give you guys portfolio updates so you see exactly what I'm in. My goal is to be as transparent. This is my exact position. Right now, we had a good day. It's very, very volatile. This account right now is much more of a high risk, high reward casino play. If AMC and GME blow up, this account could do exceedingly well. But if they don't blow up and we don't see a short squeeze, gamma squeeze, this account can go pretty close to zero. Don't forget that last week we saw a spike up to 34,000, and obviously now we're less than half of that. Massive volatility. I would in no way recommend perfectly copying what I'm doing because it's just a huge risk reward play. This is much more of a casino style thing, just to keep everyone up to date on what's going on. All right, so let's talk about AMC. So this is a look at AMC's daily chart. Once again, AMC trades on the ticker AMC. Thus far in 2021, it is still up an incredible 333%. Absolutely wild. Today it gained 14.6%. So here's what's going on. Back in late January, we saw this massive volume spike, then it died off. Volume starting to pick back up, but we're still less than half of that volume that we were seeing on a daily basis. So overall, the interest still isn't there, but that doesn't mean we can't get there. The public interest, Wall Street, retail, whoever, people can still get interested. We need much more volume. Over the past 2 days, it's been dying out, even more the past 2 trading days, that is, but we definitely need more volume to get more of a violent squeeze, just so everyone knows. The main technical areas I will be watching on the top side, the first resistance will be the bottom of this original gap from February 2nd. That will come just above $10 at $10.10. Past that, we have the new point of this gap fill, the new base exactly at 11. And then we have the top of the gap up to $12.91. So basically I'm watching $10.10, $11, and $12.91. I'm still very much looking for this gap fill. On the bottom side, in terms of technical support, the first one will come on February 26th low, which is $7.63. Past that, there's another support be at $7.40. So that 20-cent range will be very good technical support. And past that, we have $6.25. I think that's a bit more of a reach target, but those are the main technical levels of support and resistance I'm watching. Just to clarify for everyone who's new to the channel, when I'm saying technical support, all I mean is a price level that the stock has bounced off of in the past. And when I say resistance, all I mean is a price level that the stock has been rejected by in the past. These are very important because levels of technical support and resistance commonly act as support and resistance in the future. Support can become resistance and vice versa. Basically, once we can identify an important technical price level, they tend to be important in the future. And that's exactly why I'm watching the price levels I just mapped out. So when we get into, before we go into this smaller time frame of what's going on, I do want to go over the current short interest. So most recently, There's only, as of an hour ago on March 1st, there's only 250,000 shares available to short. That is very, very low for AMC. So throughout the day, some people covered, but overall, there's still a big short position going on, which is obviously one of the prerequisites for a short squeeze. Right now, the short borrow fee rate is 8.65%, very high, classic supply and demand because so many people are trying to short it. They're paying a lot to short it. The short volume per day over the past couple of days has clearly been trending upward, which is obvious by the fact that there's not many shares available to short. So when people are continually shorting, that's obviously putting downward pressure on the stock. So we're fighting against that, but it's also one of the things we want for a short squeeze. For that to be possible, of course, we want more and more people shorting it. So basically, we need to put upward pressure on them so they either hit the risk tolerance or pain threshold, so they get out of their position, which then puts upward pressure on the market, which causes more shorts to get out of their position, and upward we go. Basically, it's a very positive snowball effect. In terms of what happened today, kind of a muted day. We gapped up midday, it kind of pushed high, and then from there, it just, I don't know, there was some excitement right at the close, but nothing too crazy. So I'm hoping we see more volatility tomorrow. If we rewind 2 trading days, we had at post-market high of 1137, and now we're just kind of tracking this trend line. It looks like setting up for tomorrow, this trend line will bolster these levels of resistance between 975 and 1010. So this is the main area that I'll be watching. Above that, very, very bullish. I would feel super confident of us gap filling all the way up to 1291 if we can successfully clear this area. But keep in mind, that is a big if. On the downside, we do have today's low at 840, then we have 740, we also have 760. Not much going on, like kind of a muted day over the past 2 days. I like the gap up, it held strong, but I think both the bulls and bears are jockeying for position in terms of AMC. And as you're about to see on GME, not much different. Here's GME's daily chart, very, very similar. Once again, end of January, massive volume spike, then it died off. So the volume has been flowing in over the past couple of days, but it still is a portion of what we saw in late January. So one of the telltale signs of a short squeeze, gamma squeeze, is just high volume. We need these nice big volume days so we can see higher volatility. So that's one thing you should definitely be looking for. And overall, the chart pattern, surprise, surprise, looks the same as AMC. Mainly, I'll be looking for this gap region. Those specific numbers are now the main resistance. The first one is at like 160, then we have the new end of this gap, which will be 184, and from there the top end of the gap is $212. That's a very, very important level. So once again, 160, 184, and then 212 on the bottom side. Right now GME is trading at 120, so below that we have that key psychological support of $100. Humans love those nice round numbers. $100 very important, and past that we have the other day's low around $92. Before we get into GME's 30-minute chart, let's go over the current short interest. Most recently, there's 450,000 shares available. Once again, very, very small. A lot of people are renting these shares out to short. The short borrow rate is 4.5%. Not as high as AMC's, but still relatively high for people who do short. And over the past couple of days, we can still see this trend upward. Out of all the volume traded in that day, we are getting more and more that is short. So it's trending in the right way for us to lead into a short squeeze, a gamma squeeze. But once again, even though we have all these prerequisites checked off, we have all those check boxes where we want them, we still, that final nail in the coffin that we're still looking for is a lot of bullish action. I know there was a Reddit user, Pixel, who just posted a pretty impressive due diligence on GameStop. He's targeting the week heading up into March 19th. A lot of things. I highly recommend checking out that DD. I will post it in the description of this video if you want to check that out. There was also he came on and did a chat with Andrew Mo Money. I'll post a link to that as well. So shout out to Andrew for that. But basically, he's expecting that the closer we get to mid-March, we'll finally see that big, nice fall follow through like some massive violent action in a positive manner in GameStop. So as past those technical levels, what we're looking for on more of a micro time frame, very, very similar to AMC. It bounced off today, it gapped up, it shot up midday, and GameStop actually had a bit more strength late day. It got me pretty excited. But as you can see, 135 has become pretty important. Support, resistance, resistance, resistance once again. So let's watch that tomorrow, because now it's also aligning with this trend line. So I'd like to see a nice technical breakout above that tomorrow. And then of course that we have the bigger time frame resistance levels, 160, 185, 212. 212 to me is the magic number. I'm looking for that gap fill. But the first thing we need to watch for tomorrow will come more at that battle of 136. Above 136, things could get pretty exciting. On the downside, we now have this resistance of 115-ish has turned into support, so watch for that. And then we have the region between 192-ish. So overall, it was a green day. Obviously, we did not see the exact action we wanted in AMC and GME. We're all looking to swing for the fences, but keep in mind, that's a very good gain. AMC gained almost 15%, GME gained 18%. If it's green, we got to take it. We're slowly grinding upward. This is the type of action we want. I know we're not seeing those massive home run numbers, but hey, this is just part of the puzzle. A big aspect to trading the stock market is be patient, be disciplined. We got to leave both of these stocks a bit of time, allow them to play out. Right now, I wouldn't say it was an amazing day, but it was in no way a bad day. So we're trending in the right direction. So keep in mind, pay attention to these technical levels. Make sure you're always checking Fintel for the short interest, the short shares availability, the short interest on both of them. Definitely key pieces to this overall puzzle. These are the technical levels I'll be paying attention to. And I guess with all of that being said, right now I'm feeling optimistic, not insanely optimistic, but I like the way we're trending. I would love to know your thoughts on both AMC and GME in a comment below. And don't forget, for me and also my main co-host, the chair, best of luck in the markets.